Dear students, today we discuss the poem Television by Roald Dahl. About the poet, Roald Dahl was born on 13 September 1916. Roald Dahl was a British novelist, short story writer, fighter, pilot, and screenwriter. Roald Dahl was widely recognized as one of the greatest storytellers for children of the 20th century. Dahl's books deal with fantasy and a make believe world and are a thrilling mixture of the grotesque and the comic. Okay, whichever and whatever he wrote, maximum stories or be related to the of children's children only. Like that, he wrote so many books on fantasy. Among them, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which is published in 1964. The BFG, it was published in 1982, and Matilda, which is published in 1988, are among the most popular children's novel that have also been made into films. And Roald Dahl has published more than a dozen collections of short stories. About his children's stories, he once said, I make my points by exaggerating wildly. That's the only way to get through to children. For his writings and for his imaginations, for his great writings, he received some some uh, awards, and including Edgar Allan Poe Award 1954 and 1959. After World Fantasy Award for Live Achievement in 1983, and Children's Author of the Year Award 1990, and Millennium Children's Book Award in 2000. These awards tell about his stuff and good about his writings. Okay, this is simply about the poet Roald Dahl. He was a British novelist. You have to remember. And presently, whatever we are discussing, the poem is simply we can say this is one of Roald Dahl's best known poems. In this poem, Roald Dahl using his characteristic humor and criticizes children's addiction to television. And the poem highlights the negative impact of television on young minds and warns that too much This poem highlights the negative impact of television on young minds and warns that too much television can kill the imagination of children. Roald Dahl also proposes reading books as a healthier alternative to watching television and at the same time advises parents to wean their children away from television if they want their children to grow up with healthy minds and healthy bodies. But this is advice to the parents to keep away from their children. He is confident that once children overcome their initial resistance, discover the pleasures of reading. Okay, here role that is advising to the parents first to how to do, then they can get the pleasures of reading. They will thank their parents for introducing them to the world of imagination. This is a brief line about the poem which is going to read now. This poem is very long uh, verses have, and at the same time this poem can understand easily whether it is a reader or a student. While they are going to read, they can understand the view of the poem and the advices to the parents or at the same time to the children. They can understand easily. So this is a way of writing of Roald Dahl. We can understand easily. This is the poem tells us very important lines to the parents and to the students and all the people who are regularly watching TV. Okay, we can go in details about the poem here. The first stanza here, the most important thing we have learned so far as children are concerned is never, never, never let them near your television set. Or better still, just don't install the idiotic thing at all. Okay, you listen once again. The most important thing we have learned so far as children are concerned is never, never, never let them near your television set. Or better still, just don't install the idiotic thing at all. These first lines are giving some information about for the sake of our child welfare. What I have to do here? First of all, let them near your television set. Or this is better, just don't install the idiotic thing at all. We have learned so far as children are concerned, in every home, every house have having a television set. So that's why in first lines, Roald Dahl gives some information about and first instructions to the parents. All the children in our homes, they will watch television regularly because they will they have some interest watching TV or watching programs which are telecasting on television set. So before that, we we take some initiation about our children. What can we do? We You don't install the idiotic thing in your home. That is the first thing how to do. Then uh, all the favors will become soon easily. Okay, first what you have to do here, maximum you try to do that thing. You don't install in your houses that idiotic thing. What is that here? Television. Next, in almost every house we have been, what can we do? Every family and each and every family member regularly watching television. That can be doing in our homes. We have watched them gaping at the screen. Gaping means like open mouth. There is no gap. There is no leisure time. We can attracted to the television and attracted to the programs which are telecasting in television set. So here Roald Dahl is criticizing us, and firstly criticizing the parents. We have watched them gaping at the screen. They loll and slope and long about which are the idiotic thing the idiotic television has installed in a particular room. We sit like a lazy fellow. We don't move from that place. We addicted to the television set and television programs, and here criticizing the people and criticizing us how we are watching television and programs and stare until their eyes pop out. They will get tired eyes until the eyes get tired. They are not able to watch that programs. Until that, we watching the TV. We are all watching the TV like that and stare until their eyes pop out. Again, he is sharing his experiences in these lines. Last week in someone place, we saw a dozen eyeballs on the floor. Eyeballs means here the children eyes, how they are concentrating on that television programs and television sets. This is one example. Last week someone's place, we saw the writer has been explaining about that. He experienced views of how the children are addicted to the television set. A dozen eyeballs on the floor. They are continuously watching the television set. While the Roald Dahl has been moving from that place, has been observed that kind of situations, how the children are watching the and how they are interestedly watching the television that kind of time. They sit and stare and sit until they are hypnotized by it. How they were sat that place hypnotized by it. It means a television set. They were hypnotized by the television set. So there is no moving, there is no movements of the children. They are sit like a, a doll. How they are hypnotized by the television set. Hypnotized means mesmerizing. They are like how the psychologist hypnotized the people while they are treated as a patient. If they have a disease or any psychological problems, the psychologist, particularly uh, that person hypnotizing to get some information. At the same time, here the television set also hypnotizing the children. There 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 is no chance to move that place, like that he is explaining here, until they are hypnotized by it, until they are absolutely drunk. How the drunk drunken person behave, he doesn't know anything how he behaves. At the same time, the children are also like a drunk person, drunk with all that shocking, ghastly junk, like a ghost in appearances. That the television set is like a ghost. The ghost creates the child. It's like a waste material. Waste material. They don't have any stuff. They don't have any knowledge about any common, because they are watching uh, television regularly, or any programs which are telecasting in that television set. Oh yes, we know. Oh yes, we know. It keeps them still. They don't climb out the window sill. They never hit or kick or punch. They leave you free to cook the lunch and wash the dishes in the sink. But did you ever stop think to what is this exactly what this does to your beloved? If in our home two or children are there, if there is no TV set, they will try to fight each and everyone. So what can we do there? If we want to avoid to fight each and everyone, we are going to on the TV set. We feel that okay, they can watch and enjoy the TV. They are not interested, they are not fight with each other. Okay, this is the thinking of each and every parents. And at the same time, if we if we are uh, if we are giving a chance to watch the television or television programs, we can do our work ourselves. Okay, we can doing ourselves. For example, if you are doing if you are going to the kitchen, while we are cooking any kind of food, they will come to the kitchen and disturbing the mother or parents. Okay, what can they do that time? They can uh, you go uh, you go and sit in TV room and watch whatever you like. Okay, this kind of situations, how we are going to uh, how we are going to uh, creates the problems to the our child. Then they are attracted to the TV programs and addicted to the TV set. After that, they get so many problems relating to their knowledge or their imaginations. Such things will be going to none. And this is the thinking will be come into the your own, because of, if you are not thinking like that, your child becomes none. There is no knowledge and there is no common knowledge about the society or whatever. So you have to think, this is the one advice to the parents. And how it will be happen to the child. It rots the sense in the head. It kills the imaginations dead. These all the things will happen to the child. If they will be continue to watching the television, they get they get this kind of problems. It means here television. It rots the sense in the head. It kills the imaginations dead. There is no chance to imagine. The imagination's powers will be killed by the TV set. There is no thinking powers of that child. It clogs and clutters up the mind. They get some confusions. The thinking of power and thinking and at the same time imagination's powers will be blocked, and disorders will be come in their mind and nerve system also. It makes a child so dull and blind. After that uh, they get dull and blind also. Continuously they will be watching the TV. They gets blind. They get it makes a child so dull and blind. He can no longer understand a fantasy, a fairyland. They are not able to understand which is telecasting on that TV, if it is a fantasy or a fairyland, it is real or not. They are not able to. They don't have the ability to understand the reality and fiction. They lost their mind. They lost their thinking abilities. His brain becomes as soft as seas. His powers of thinking rust and freeze. He cannot think, he only sees. Okay, like a unusual doll or picture. It can see but it cannot move, or it cannot be think. Like that our child also becomes like that only. He is giving a strong uh, instructions or strong advices to the parents. If you are continuously doing, if you are going to continuously encouraging to the your child to watch the television, the television creates the problems to the children. Okay, every parents must be remember this kind of suggestions, advices to the children. After the same time, all right, you will cry, all right, you will say, but we take the set away. We What shall we do to entertain our darling children? Please explain. Okay, if there is no there is no television set, how they will be entertained themselves? Okay, you have to explain the everything, how what to do, and how you are going to enjoy. This kind of instructions I have to give to the children. If there is no television set, what can we do? They will be asked to the parents. Okay, that is the time very important, how to convince the children. And we will answer this by asking you, what used the darling wants to do? How used they keep themselves contented before this monster was invented? Have you forgotten? Don't you know? We will say it very loud and slow. They used to read. They had read and read and read and read and then proceed to read some more. Great Scott God jokes. One of their lives was reading books. The nursery shelves held books galore. Books cluttered up the nursery floor, and in the bedroom by the bed, more books were waiting to be read. Before that, before invented the TV, how did we spend our time? What uh, what did we do, and what did we do? What kind of books we read? This kind of knowledge how to give to the children. Okay, there is no TV set, what can we do? Okay, we have to um, develop the habit of reading. Okay, we did such things in our ages, in our area. Okay, you have to do, and you have to do like that. You can develop yourself knowledge and everything through the reading books only. We have to give advices and suggest the and strongly uh, giving advices to the children. Okay, that kind of suggestions will develop the interest to read uh, the books, and they will move towards the books, and they will get some interest on books. And after that, you have to do you gathered and collected some more interesting books, and you put shelves like that in bedrooms and bed, and whatever they are going to read and whatever going to the places, you have to put the interesting books which are they have to interestingly read those books. And more books were waiting to be read, such wondrous, fine, fantastic tales of dragons. These kind of books we have to collect for them only. They will be get some interest on that. They have children's always interested on like and dragons and some stories like that kind of books we have to collect and develop the reading habit among them. And whales and treasures isles and distant stores, and where smugglers rode with muffled oars, and pirates wearing purple pants, and sailing ships and elephants, and cannibals crouching round the pot, steering away at the some at something hot. What are the interesting uh, habits have our children? We have to identify the taste of the child. Then we have to collect the books, such almost all the children's like only adventures books and dragons books, some interesting tales. That kind of books have to be collected for them only. Then they will be try to read. There is no chance to escape from that place. So next line. Oh books, what books they used to know, those children living long ago. Oh books, what books they used to know. If they read some kind of books, if they have interested on that particular book, that kind of books, that kind of children living long ago. And that's the same. So please, oh please, we beg, we pray, go throw your TV set away. So I'm suggesting, I'm begging you, every parent, I'm praying every parent. So please go throw your TV set away. It throw it outside from your house. You have to do such thing. Your child will be the best in the world. And in its place, you can install a lovely bookshelf on the wall. Okay, go through your TV set away. Then what do you replace with another one? Okay, you have to replace with a good bookshelf on the wall. If there is no TV, what they have to do? They will be turned towards the books, reading books, and in its place means a TV set, and you can install a lovely bookshelf on the wall. Then fill the shelves with lots of books, ignoring all the dirty looks. There is no watching, only reading. Okay, what you have to do? As a parent, you have to collect the good books, and you have to establish a good bookshelf. And the screams and yells, the birds and kicks, and the children hitting you with sticks, fear not, because we promise you that in a in about a week or two of having nothing else to do, they all now begin to feel the need of having something to read. After throwing out that TV set, the children doing something to the parents. What they will be do to the parents? They will create a nuisance. They will get problems to the parents. They will kicks the parents. They will bites and kicks and yells and children hitting with your sticks, but you don't try to get it back again in your house. It will be going in a week, for a week, that about a week or 2 weeks of having nothing else to do. There is no choice to do. You uh, strongly decide strongly there is no choice to again install the TV set. We have to maintain that kind of rules and instruction to these children. They will try to understand. They will uh, try to motivate themselves. They will now begin to feel the need. After finally, they will try to understand the need and having some to read. Begin to feel the need. What is the need? They can understand and they turn to the reading books. And once they start, oh by, you watch the slowly growing joy that fill their hearts. They will grow so keen, they will wonder what they had ever seen. Once they were interested on particular books, if there is a interesting books on sales, they are addicted, they are create interest on the books, reading books. They can understand themselves, they feel with they fills their hearts what is the enjoyment to the reading of the book. They fill their hearts, they will grow so keen, they will wonder what they had ever seen. What is the enjoyment of the reading book? They don't know still, but if they are started to reading their book, they can understand the enjoyment and what are the knowledge getting from that books. They can understand easily. And in that ridiculous machine, ridiculous, that unusual, meaningless, we we do not get anything from that. For the mainly child, they they lost the memory, everything, the imagination powers, the thinking powers, all those things will be lost from that TV set. While they were starting to read the books, they can understand the importance of reading books. Again, they are understanding the what is the nuisance from that TV set, that nuisating full unclean repulsive television screen. And later, each and every kid will love you more what you did. After they can ask themselves, what is the use of reading books? They can uh, after the knowledgeable child, they can love you more what you did for them. What did you for them? You are uh, uh, you are given a chance to the reading books and habituate themselves to the reading interesting books, and they can get the knowledge what those books are giving knowledge and everything. So you have to give the importance to the child to gather the good books and to motivate the good books, to motivate towards the reading books. They can get more knowledge from books, not from the TV set. if you have any benefits from the TV set, you have to analyze to them. You have to explain to them what are the benefits from the books and what are the losses from the TV set. Then they can try to understand the situation. They can try to mold themselves to and habituate and interesting on create interesting on books. So at the same time uh, you have to develop the uh, good selves with a lots of books, interesting books. Which books are they are interestingly trying to and read. Okay, as a parent you have to take care of them. That is the responsibility of as a parent of every child. Okay, this is the poem of Roald Dahl, which are the advices as uh, given by Roald Dahl. Those are all very important to the children and at the same time to the parents. So every parent must be realize the situation of the and the condition of the child, and you have to convert and turn off the child mood into the reading books. Thank you. Thank you.